Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am doing a perfume declutter. This is going to be my last video of 2023. And I kind of love the fact that I'm ending off the year on a declutter because it's just like out with the old, in with the new year, new fragrances, new experiences in life. I do oftentimes get questions when I do declutters and how I've been saying that I'm slowly trying to downsize my collection because I will be moving next year. And I know that gets confusing when you see me constantly doing haul after haul. First of all, I'm trying to curate my collection to exactly what I love, and that involves trying out new fragrances and possibly finding new loves of mine. And second of all, this is my job. So of course I'm gonna bring you guys hauls and try out and test out new fragrances so that you guys have a variety. Trust me guys, I know what I'm doing. And if I do bring something in that I love, then my rule is to absolutely take something out. And if I bring in something that I'm just kind of like about and it was a blind buy that ended up being a fail, then I declutter it and leave whatever I have in my collection. So that's kind of like the route that I've been going, and I'm kind of sticking to that because it's working. I've downsized my collection to 150 perfumes, which is how much I have right now. And I know that sounds like a crazy number, but it doesn't sound that crazy when I tell you that just less than a year ago, I had almost 300. So I have downsized half of my collection, and that's a huge accomplishment for me. So anyways, let's get into what I am decluttering for the new year. I'm really happy with how my collection is looking like right now. There's also a couple new fragrances in this video that you're gonna see in a future haul. That is gonna be a blind buy fails video, which I filmed today, but you're gonna see that later on. And I have a couple of those perfumes in here that you guys have never even seen me talk about yet. You're going to. As per usual, all the fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today are all going to be listed on my Mercari shop, which will be the first link in my description box. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these fragrances, go ahead and click that link and it'll direct you right over to my Mercari shop. Thank you to all of you that have bought from me. I've gotten really good feedback on there. So yeah, if there's anything you want, check it out over there. Let's get started with fragrance number one, which may be kind of a shock. This is Lancôme La Nuit Trésor, which I've held off on decluttering for so many, through most declutters. This time around, I was like, no. It's the new year, you're buying a ton of fragrances. Once I actually do have to move, I have to be very picky with what I bring because my goal is to not travel with more than 100 fragrances. Which is gonna be really hard. But anyways, that's a topic for another video. Because of that, and because I have so many perfumes that I love so much more, I decided it was time to get rid of La Nuit Trésor. I really didn't want to because I really like this, but I truly never use it. This is a very unique, strong, and going out type of fragrance. You definitely need an occasion to wear this scent out. It's very sexy. It has this like incense notes, a little bit smoky. I believe there's like raspberry notes in here, just a bunch of really sweet notes. It's very sweet for the most part. Really intense, very strong, really sexy, seductive, mysterious, all those red vibes. And it kind of matches my vibe today. But unfortunately, I just never use it. For those going out occasions, I've kind of mastered my favorites for those types of occasions. And so because of that, I'm letting go of La Nuit Trésor. And on a similar note, I'm getting rid of Hypnotic Poison by Dior, which also matches my vibe today. Let me tell you guys why I'm getting rid of this, because I don't want you to come at me with pitchforks. I've talked about this very highly. I still really like it, but same as La Nuit Trésor, this is one of those scents that's very intense, very strong, definitely only a wintertime scent. I cannot wear this if it's even a little bit hot outside, which living in Florida is like 99.9% of the time. So I don't even know how I've hung on to this for as long as I have. But I have, because I really like the scent. But I decided to get rid of it because I went into my collection today and I was smelling like every single scent that I had, and I came across Zara's Femme, which is a really nice dupe to this. And I was kind of deciding between the two which one to let go of, and I decided to let go of Hypnotic Poison because after smelling Zara's Femme, I kind of like that one more. It smells a lot like this, like that nutty, almondy, amaretto cookie, really delicious scent. I know sometimes people say that this smells like Play-Doh, and I totally get that, but it's in a really good way. I felt like Zara Femme just brought more of like a fruitiness, just something different that I kind of liked a little bit more. Don't even want to smell this because it smells so good and I really don't want to part ways with it, but I just know that the longer I'll have it in my collection, it still won't be used. Next up, I'm getting rid of a Belayered fragrance. This is Fuck Me by Belayered. That's literally what this is called. I'm getting rid of this just because this is a pure dupe of Paco Rabanne Olympia. To me, it has that vanilla-y, salty, kind of aquatic vibe, and it's really nice, but I got rid of Olympia for a reason because I just never used it. And again, it's a really nice scent, smells really, really good. But I feel like I have other scents that, again, I just prefer more. If you love Olympia and those kind of scents, then this Belayered scent is gonna be great. I don't want to keep saying the name because I will get demonetized. I'm getting rid of Wanted Girl by Azaro, which I really, really like this when I bought it. I remember like so distinctly, I had gone in with my husband, I think at like Macy's or Dillard's. I think it might have been Macy's or maybe Dillard's. That's neither here or there. I was in one of those department stores and I think I had bought a fragrance, and while I was buying that scent, I just went over and smelled the tester of this, and as we were walking out the store, the wind was hitting me and my husband kept complimenting me on how good this smelled, and I was like, oh my god, that's not even the scent that I bought. And my husband was like, well, go back and get it. And so I kind of feel bad that I'm getting rid of this because I truly, really like this. This is just a really sweet, sugary, sexy, feminine type of scents, kind of in the same family as Black Opium, La Vie Belle, those scents that I always talk about on my channel. And I talk about them for a reason because I feel like every other perfume smells like those scents. And it's kind of leading me to why I'm getting rid of this, which is just that it's not unique enough and that I just love other fragrances so much more to this. And that's about it. And it's like full to the brim, as you can see. Oh, I'm still sick, guys. I actually have COVID right now, which is just perfect because I have gotten sick the past 3 years. 2021, this exact time right before New Year's, I also had COVID. Then last year I was sick. I don't know if it was COVID or if I was just like a cold. I don't even think I tested, but I was sick again, this exact time frame. And now this exact time frame I'm sick again. It's like a tradition for me to get sick right before New Year's. And my cough is crazy, and I've been filming videos all day. I filmed like 4 videos today, which means talking, and doing that while I'm coughing has not been fun. Okay, I think this is the last high-end fragrance that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of Vanilla Woods by the 7 Virtues only because after getting my Vanilla 28 from Kayali, which I swore I would never buy, and then I fell in love with it. After getting that scent, this scent reminds me so much of that scent, but I just prefer Vanilla 28 so much more. And also Black Opium Le Parfum also has the same vibe to these fragrances. And I have those two. I didn't feel like I needed the third, and I haven't used this in a while because I just go for those. So I felt like it was time to let go of this scent, but I really, really like Vanilla Woods. I remember how excited I was when I first got it. This has sustainably sourced organic vanilla from Madagascar in it. It's just exactly what the name is. It's a woody vanilla. It's so good. If you love Vanilla 28, Black Opium Le Parfum, this is kind of like in the family of those scents. If you love vanilla and woody vanillas, you love this. Okay, next up, let's get into more of the affordable scents. I'm getting rid of Ariana Grande's Thank You next. And it's just because I'm kind of over the pickle smell of this. I truly just don't reach for it. I love her other scents and I have a good collection of them still. I just don't go to this at all, and every time I smell it I cannot help but think pickles because that is truly the first thing that comes to mind with this. I know it has like macaroons and all these sweet notes, and I think it has coconut in it, but when I first spray this out, it's straight up pickles. And I love me a pickle. I'm the biggest pickle lover ever, but I don't really want to smell like pickles. You know, if I'm buying a perfume, pickles is not what I'm going for usually. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think I wore it like a couple times. It was nice layering scent. I think I've layered it with strawberry pound cake in the past and just like sweeter scents because they match up with the macaroon that's in here really well. So it's nice. It's like a nice sweet girly scent, and I mean, don't be put off by the pickle scent because I feel like some people don't even smell it, and once it does dry down, the pickle scent goes away. But truth be told, never really use it. Next up, I am decluttering this Just Cavalli scent by Roberto Cavalli. I actually think I just recently hauled this, like not too long ago, and I'm getting rid of this because after getting a chance to actually wear it after my haul, like initially I really like this, and the appeal of this for me is because it smells a lot like Alien, but considering I have Alien, I also have Alien Fusion. I have another Alien dupe by Juliana's Perfumes. I just have a lot of the scent, and honestly I really love the scent, and if I really like this enough, I would have probably kept it. But after wearing this a couple times, I feel like the Jasmine stands out a little bit too much. The Alien DNA is just a lot more well blended, whereas in here, I feel like Jasmine is all I'm smelling, to the point where it almost leans bug spray vibes. It's not a bad scent. I know that's weird after saying it smells like bug spray. It's just too much Jasmine, and I really love Jasmine normally. It's just I feel like it's a little too much of a standout note in here, and it kind of tends to be a little sharp after I wear it for a long period of time. And after I wear it, I'm just like, well, why didn't I just wear Alien? So yeah, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of the Element Edition. Here, let me put my lighting down so you can see. This is the Element Edition Pearl fragrance. I got this at Marshall's, and it was on clearance for 12 bucks. I really liked it when I first got it. I literally worn this like once. As you can tell, it is full to the brim. But something about this after a while kind of reminds me of like Victoria's Secret Bombshell or Aqua Kiss by Victoria's Secret, and those are two scents that I absolutely dislike. I don't know what it is in those scents. I cannot pinpoint or tell you like it's this that I don't like, 'cause I truly have no idea, but something about those scents doesn't work with my nose, and it gives me a headache after a while because it's like all I can smell. And this one feels like a cleaner version of those. It's a very clean and fresh scent. Like I smell it out the bottle here and I'm like, it's nice, but then I spray it on me and it just doesn't work. Like it's too musky or something just doesn't work with me after I wear it for a while. I'm getting rid of this Beyonce Heat fragrance. I don't know which one this is. This is just a little like 1 fluid ounce version of it, and I'm only getting rid of this because this literally just sits at the corner of my perfume collection, literally never being used, as you can tell. It's a nice scent. It's like sweet and oh, really nice. It has like a caramel vibe, fruity vibe, kind of has maybe even a tropical kick to it. Really nice. I truly just never use it, so I felt like it was about time to let go of this, because if I kept it, it would probably still be in the corner of my collection, never getting used. And then the last 3 fragrances are brand new in their packaging, literally. These 2 you guys have never heard me talk about. You will in a future failed blind buy video. But then these 2 you just recently heard me talk about, and I feel like this one might shock you a little bit, because if you watch my most recent affordable perfume haul, don't remember exactly which one, it was this video right here that I did. If you watched that video, you know I talked very highly of this scent. And then a couple of you in the comments, because I also talked about the original Eternity, was like, I see that fragrance being in your future declutter. And you might be shocked to see that it's this that's in my declutter instead of the original Eternity, because I actually really like that one. I wore it the other day, and not only does it last a long time, but it just smells so good on me. Like I really like it. It's like the perfect springtime, summertime scent. And this one, which I thought I really liked, and I still like, this one after wearing it gives me a headache. And I'm so mad and sad about it because this is such a good scent, and I can't explain to you like why I don't like it. This is Eternity Flame. This is such a unique fragrance. This is a very strong scent. If you are not somebody that likes stronger scents, do not go in the vicinity of this. It dies down a little bit after spraying it on, but especially when you first spray it on, it will fill up a room like this. And the first thing that you'll smell when you first spray this out is straight up pepper. Spicy pepper. It is so peppery. Once it kind of dries down, it gets more sweet. It has a bit of like this lipsticky vibe to it. I think there's like an iris note or a violet note, something like that in here. And I know there's also like sweet notes in here because it does get pretty sweet. This in the dry down leans a little bit to the masculine side, And overall, it is a very red smelling flame fragrance, as the name suggests. It's very sexy, it's very out there, it's unapologetic, and normally I love these types of scents, but this one just gave me a headache after an entire day of wearing it. I kept getting whiffs of it, which is a nice thing because it's like strong, but something about it didn't sit right with me, so it is unfortunately making it to this declutter. And then the other one that I just talked about in my haul is the Yes I Am Delicious by Cacharel. And the reason why I'm getting rid of this, same thing. When I do hauls because like it's like fragrances I just bought and I like to show them. They're not full on reviews. They're more like first impression slash just like a little mini review off of like barely wearing it or maybe like a day of wearing it. But then after the hauls, I like to actually wear the fragrances to really test them out. And after doing that with this scent, there's something so synthetic about the chocolate note that is in here that it doesn't sit right with me. I can really smell that syntheticness, and also it gets a little too powdery on my skin. If you like super chocolatey scents, you would probably like this, especially when you first spray it out. It's like having a fountain of milk chocolate right in front of you. And as it dries down, it gets more of that Cacharel Yes I Am DNA, where it's like that milky lactonic scent, and then it gets more perfumey. But as it dries down, I feel like that chocolate, you can still smell and it's still there and still pretty realistic, but then it gets a little synthetic touch, and then it also turns a little powdery. So after wearing it, it just didn't end up working for me. I like sweeter scents, but I guess maybe I don't like scents that are this way. And then the last two scents, you've never seen me haul or talk about on my channel yet, but you will see them in a future blind buy fails video because that's exactly what they were. So the first one I'm decluttering it's this Kim Kardashian. It's called Fleur Fatale. This is a full size 3.4 bottle. And as you'll hear me talk about this in the haul that I will eventually feature this in, this was just not it for me at all. This falls into the DNA of Narciso Rodriguez For Her and Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely, which are two like musky rosy scents that I've been very vocal about not liking on my channel. And this smells like the little bit like watered down softer version of either of those scents. So if you're somebody that likes those scents, then you probably really like this because it is a really clean, fresh, and like pretty scent. It's very elegant and very feminine and like soft. But the way that the rose and the musk are done in this is in the way that I don't like it. And then the very last scent I'm decluttering is this Viva La Juicy La Flor scent. This just ended up being a fail to me because it's just like the most blah fragrance I think I've ever bought. Not really, I've bought a lot of blah fragrances, but it's up there. This just smells like a bit more of like a watered down, fresher version of Viva La Juicy. I mean, it is meant to be a flanker, but it's just so much fresher. And I mean, I should have known that going into it because it's literally called La Flor. So you would expect it to be more of a floral version. It's more of a watered version, to be honest. It just smells so fresh and just like a barely there soft kind of scent. The packaging is really pretty, so I'll give it that. But I don't know, that's kind of it for me. It was just very blah for me, so it ended up being a fail. That is the last fragrance in this declutter. How many fragrances was that? Okay, 13 perfumes. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty decent declutter. I did make a little bit of a dent in my collection, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that is it for me today. If you're interested in picking up any of these scents, check out my Mercari. The link is the first link in the description box. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!